What would you do if the woman who swore on your children she was faithful was actually a stranger, a betrayer, whose lies were about to unravel in the most public, devastating way imaginable? I never thought I would be the man asking that question, standing in the dimly lit parking garage of the Grand Hyatt in Dallas, the glow of my phone screen illuminating a crumpled hotel receipt in my trembling hand. It was 2 a.m., a Tuesday, and the date on the receipt, just last week, matched the exact night she claimed to be at her sister's in Fort Worth. The name on the reservation wasn't mine. The mystery wasn't who, but how deep the rot went, and how I was going to make her pay for every single lie. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. The first time I saw the flicker of something wrong was subtle, like a shadow passing over a sunny day. Sarah, my wife of 15 years, mother of our 2 incredible kids, started staying out later. Yoga retreat, she'd say, or girls' night in Uptown. Her phone, once an open book, became a fortress. Face down on tables, passwords changed. I dismissed it at first. We were busy. Life was hectic in our suburban home in Plano. But then came the strange behaviors. The new, expensive lingerie she never wore for me. The sudden interest in a gym she'd never mentioned. The way her eyes would dart away when I asked about her day. Humiliation began to seep into my bones. A cold dread that started in my gut and spread. I remembered the night she swore on our children, their innocent faces asleep in their beds, that she was faithful. Her voice had been so earnest, her eyes so wide and sincere. It was a performance worthy of an Oscar, a masterclass in deception. The memory now felt like a physical blow, a phantom punch to my soul. The slow discovery was agonizing. It started with a text message notification I glimpsed on her phone while she was in the shower, a name I didn't recognize. Followed by, "Can't wait for next week, babe." My heart hammered against my ribs. Then the hotel receipts. Not just one, but a pattern. The Grand Hyatt, the Omni in Houston, a boutique hotel downtown on Main Street. It's always business trips, she'd claimed. Always alone. The credit card statements confirmed the stays, but the charges for 2 breakfasts, it's a late-night room service for 2, painted a different picture. I found a burner phone hidden in her gym bag, its call log filled with a single repeated number. Each discovery was a fresh stab, twisting the knife deeper. Sarah became cold, distant, and manipulative. She'd pick fights over nothing, accuse me of being paranoid, gaslight me until I questioned my own sanity. "You're imagining things, Mark. You're stressed from work." Her words were venom, designed to deflect and control. She made me feel like the villain, the one tearing our family apart, while she was secretly dismantling it brick by brick. The affair partner, a smug, slick-haired real estate agent named Chad, was a ghost in my life, a name on a screen, a shadow in the background of her lies. I saw him once, picking her up from a work dinner in his gleaming black Mercedes, a smirk on his face that made my blood boil. He looked like he owned the world and my wife. I broke. Not outwardly, not in a way anyone could see. But inside I shattered. Loyal husband, the devoted father, was gone, replaced by a hollow shell filled with pain and a burning, icy resolve. I spent nights staring at the ceiling, replaying every conversation, every touch, every lie. The betrayal was a physical weight, crushing me. But in that darkness, a plan began to form, cold and precise, like a surgeon's scalpel. I started gathering proof, meticulously, patiently. I installed discreet cameras in the house, not to catch her in the act, but to document her comings and goings, her secretive phone calls, her increasingly brazen lies to my face. I hired a private investigator, a quiet man named Frank, from a small office in a strip mall off Highway 75. Frank was a ghost, providing me with irrefutable evidence, photos of Sarah and Chad. Entering hotels, holding hands in restaurants in the West Village, even a video of them kissing, passionately in a parking garage in downtown. Los Angeles, during one of her business conferences. Each piece of evidence was a nail in her coffin, stepped closer to her complete destruction. I consulted with a divorce attorney, a sharp woman named Ms. Davies, whose eyes held a knowing, steely glint. Understood. We built a case, airtight, undeniable. The traps were set, legally, financially, socially. I transferred assets, secured our children's future, and ensured she would walk away with nothing but the clothes on her back and the shame she deserved. I leaked anonymous tips to a local gossip blog that covered prominent Dallas families, hinting at a scandalous affair involving a well-known real estate agent and a pillar of the community. The blog post, carefully worded, didn't name names, but it painted a picture clear enough for anyone in our social circle to recognize. The whispers started. The public exposure was brutal, swift, and absolute. It began with the divorce papers, served to her at a charity gala she was co-hosting, a public spectacle designed to maximize her humiliation. The photos and videos from the private investigator were attached, undeniable proof. The gossip blog, now emboldened, published the full story, complete with blurred but recognizable images. Her carefully constructed world of lies imploded. Her friends, once so loyal, recoiled in disgust. Her reputation, her social standing, her very identity crumbled to dust. Chad, the smug affair partner, was exposed too. His real estate business, built on trust and reputation, vanished overnight. He was a pariah, his cowardice evident in his immediate, desperate attempts to distance himself from Sarah, blaming her entirely. Sarah was completely ruined. Emotionally, she was a wreck, her arrogance replaced by a hollow-eyed despair. Socially, she was ostracized, a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones. Legally, the divorce settlement left her destitute, her lavish lifestyle a distant memory. She tried to fight, to deny, to manipulate, but the evidence was overwhelming. There was no escape. I watched it all, from a distance, a quiet observer of the storm I had unleashed. There was no joy, no triumph, only a profound, chilling emptiness. The revenge was complete, but it hadn't brought back the man I was, or the life we had. It had only left a wasteland. The silence in the house now is deafening, broken only by the distant hum of the refrigerator, a constant reminder of the cold, hard truth, the end.